Hello and welcome back to the England Ore Model Railway. In this video we'll be reviewing the Bachmann Percy. This Bachmann Percy was given to me by my father as a Christmas present 3 years ago. He purchased it from the Tudley Thomas website for a price of £96. Which, in my opinion, considering today's prices, with just about over £100, it's an excellent bargain. Now, it's time to take this model out of the packaging, put it onto the turntable so we can view the details with better look. Here we are, the Bachmann Percy on the turntable. Being an old Thomas fan such as myself, I could recognize the details that Bachmann had put into making sure that this Percy resembles the one of the TV show during the 80s. It's a pretty excellent attempt on the details, and it's worthwhile buying just for the details alone. Now we'll get a little bit closer with the details so we can show every individual part of this beautiful model in a more finer detail. So here we are with a more closer detail of the model, and the livery, the green, simple green and lines on the boiler have been beautifully applied. The number 6 on the cab has been exceptionally applied. Basically every little detail on this locomotive is pretty excellently applied. The only downsides, in my opinion, of this little model that hold it off from being 100% perfect are: 1, a lackage of a cab. But there is a fair good reason for that, because this is considered a child's toy. I'm amazed that a child could afford over £90 without working day and night for at least a year. But anyway, that's not the point. And it's been made simple so it could be easily looked after. The lackage of the cab is one thing. I could tolerate that. The only thing I don't like about this model is the fine line on the boiler where they individually made each side of the boiler and pressed them together. The seam line is very clear, and it goes from the smoke box to the cab. That's my only deep problem with this model so far, and but with all little criticisms aside, that's pretty much it. We're going on to the front end of the loco, Percy's front end, and his face is not bad. Having a little lamp, brake irons, coupling, no sprung buffers, being made to keep it simple. Just beautifully done. The paintwork on the wheels, the side rods, the smoke cylinder, steam cylinder, the whistle, and safety valves. Yes, they are made of plastic, but they're represented beautifully here. The bunker, and we go on to the rear end, the back end of Percy. And you got the little light, the buffer. Basically, all in all, a simple, basic model with a lot of charm. Now we'll tell the story of Percy. Percy was built in the year 1900, which by this year making him 124 years old. He originally worked as part of Mercer's Gun and Shunt of Newport Docks in South Wales, where he performed many shunting tasks such as bringing loads off from ships which came all around the world, or shunting wagons ready to be put onto ships so they could be set off to sea. He continued often throughout the years until 1934, where June of that year he was sold on and bought by Sir Topham Hatt, where he became station pilot at Tipton, where he performed the tasks of getting the trains ready for the bigger engines such as Gordon, James and Henry, and would do casual shunting as well. He was not long transferred to the Farquhar branch line, or as it was mostly known as Thomas's branch line, where he became good friends with Thomas the Tank Engine, where he just maintained shunting for trucks and freight, as well as passenger services. He still does that job to this day. He's maybe a bit childish, maybe a bit cheeky, and may sometimes play pranks on his fellow engines, but they love him for who he is. And his TV work from the 80s, as well as being mentioned in many adventures in the original Wilbur Awdry railway stories. And now that's done, it's time to go down to the track and see how much of a really useful engine Percy is. Here we are at the track with the Bachmann Percy, ready to show us how much of a really useful engine he is. For its running session, I thought it would be an excellent idea to have him running with Annie and Clarabelle. Joining Percy on this running session is Donald with some Eleni Artiques, as well as Thomas with his own Annie and Clarabelle. This should be a very pleasant running session. Now it's time to let these beautiful engines show us how useful they are.
People from all walks of life on the train like cold smashed
Well, that was a beautiful and splendid running session. I would heavily recommend anyone to buy the Bachmann Percy. He'd be an excellent part of anyone's Thomas collection. Runs smooth, not too bad on the details, but pretty close to the TV show. Not too bad on price either, considering how much model trains such as this Bachmann Percy goes for. Well, it is pretty fair on that point of view. And as I said, worthwhile to add to anyone's Thomas model train collection. That concludes my review of the Bachmann Percy. If you liked the video, please like, share and subscribe to the Lone Ranger Motoring channel. If you have any ideas for future videos, please leave a comment because I do read those comments. And any ideas will be taken seriously. Thank you for your time and see you next time.